Have you ever looked at confident people and wondered how they do it? Maybe you've struggled with confidence your whole life and feel like it's just not something you can achieve. But here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build unshakable confidence, step by step, even if you've never felt confident in your life. Confidence is one of those things that feels elusive if you don't have it. Maybe you're too afraid to speak up in social situations, you struggle with self-doubt at work, or you avoid opportunities because you don't believe in yourself. Lack of confidence can hold you back from reaching your full potential. But here's the good news. Confidence is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. If you follow the right steps and commit to personal growth, you can build the kind of unshakable confidence that will help you in all areas of your life, whether it's work, relationships, or personal goals. 1. Understand what confidence really is. Before we dive into how to build confidence, let's get clear on what confidence really is. Confidence isn't about being loud or outgoing. It's about having a strong belief in your abilities and trusting yourself. Confident people aren't free from self-doubt, but they know how to handle it when it comes up. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." This is a powerful reminder that confidence starts from within. It's not about what others think of you, it's about what you think of yourself. Start by defining what confidence means to you. Is it being able to speak up in meetings? Is it feeling comfortable in your own skin? Once you have a clear idea, it becomes easier to work toward it. Here's a question for you. What does confidence mean to you? Share your definition in the comments below, and let's see how we all view confidence differently. 2. Identify the root of your insecurities. Next, it's important to identify where your lack of confidence comes from. Confidence issues often stem from past experiences, negative self-talk, or external influences like comparison or criticism. Understanding the root of your insecurity is the first step in overcoming it. I remember when I used to constantly compare myself to others. I'd look at people who seemed more successful, more attractive, or more outgoing, and it would make me feel like I wasn't good enough. But the problem wasn't them, it was my mindset. I was looking for validation outside of myself. Take some time to reflect on your insecurities. Ask yourself, where do these feelings come from? Is it something someone said to you in the past? Is it a fear of failure or rejection? Once you understand the source, you can start addressing it head-on. 3. Challenge your negative thoughts. A big part of building confidence is learning how to challenge your negative thoughts. We all have that inner voice that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. The problem is when we believe that voice without question. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Your beliefs shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do something, you're setting yourself up for failure. The next time you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself, stop and ask, is this thought true? What evidence do I have to support it? Often you'll find that these thoughts are based on fear, not reality. Write down these thoughts and actively challenge them with positive affirmations. Let me know in the comments. What's one negative thought you've struggled with that holds you back? How do you plan to challenge it? 4. Start small and build momentum. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build confidence is trying to tackle too much at once. If you've never been confident, you can't expect to suddenly wake up one day and feel amazing about yourself. Confidence is built through small wins over time. If you're terrified of public speaking, don't sign up to give a keynote speech in front of 500 people tomorrow. Start by speaking up in smaller groups or practicing in front of friends. Each time you face a small fear, you build confidence. And over time, those small wins add up. Make a list of small, manageable steps you can take to build your confidence. If it's speaking up in meetings, start by saying one comment or asking one question. If it's social confidence, practice starting a conversation with someone new. Each step you take will help you build momentum. 5. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism is the enemy of confidence. If you're constantly trying to be perfect, you'll never feel good enough, because perfection doesn't exist. Confidence comes from accepting that you're a work in progress and that it's okay to make mistakes. Voltaire said, "Perfect is the enemy of the good." When you focus on progress instead of perfection, you give yourself permission to grow. Confidence is about embracing your imperfections and knowing that you're still worthy. There was a time when I was so afraid of failing that I wouldn't even try new things. I thought if I couldn't do something perfectly, it wasn't worth doing. But over time, I learned that failure is part of the process. In fact, it's through my failures that I've grown the most. Let go of the need to be perfect. Focus on making progress, no matter how small. Celebrate your growth, not just your achievements. Confidence comes from knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your goals. 6. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment plays a huge role in your confidence. If you're constantly surrounded by people who bring you down or environments that drain your energy, it's going to be much harder to build confidence. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive people can make a big difference. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If the people around you are negative, it's going to be difficult to stay confident. But if you surround yourself with people who believe in you and encourage you, your confidence will naturally grow. Take a look at your current environment. Are the people around you lifting you up or bringing you down? Make a conscious effort to spend more time with those who support your growth, and don't be afraid to distance yourself from negative influences. 7. Develop a growth mindset. Confidence isn't about always being right, it's about being willing to learn. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are set in stone, while those with a growth mindset believe they can improve through effort and learning. If you want to build unshakable confidence, it's important to adopt a growth mindset. Carol Dweck, a psychologist who popularized the concept of the growth mindset, said, "The view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life." When you believe that you can grow and improve, you open the door to confidence. Start embracing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than as threats to your abilities. The next time you face a difficult situation, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I'm going to learn from this." Shifting your mindset will help you build lasting confidence. What's one challenge you've faced recently that you can reframe as an opportunity to learn? Share it in the comments, and let's support each other in adopting a growth mindset. 8. Practice self-compassion. A lot of confidence issues come from being too hard on yourself. When you make a mistake, how do you react? If your first instinct is to criticize yourself or feel ashamed, it's going to be hard to build confidence. Learning to treat yourself with kindness is a key step in becoming more confident. Dr. Christine Neff, a leading researcher on self-compassion, said, "With self-compassion, we give ourselves the same kindness and care we'd give to a good friend." Think about how you would comfort a friend who is going through a tough time. Now, imagine offering that same kindness to yourself. Whenever you catch yourself being self-critical, stop and ask, "Would I say this to a friend?" If the answer is no, it's time to practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that you deserve kindness, just like anyone else. So, let's recap the steps to building unshakable confidence. First, understand what confidence really is. Believing in yourself despite your doubts. Identify the root of your insecurities and challenge your negative thoughts. Start small, build momentum, and focus on progress over perfection. Surround yourself with positivity, develop a growth mindset, and most importantly, practice self-compassion. Remember, confidence isn't something that happens overnight. It's a journey that requires patience and practice. But by taking small steps and committing to personal growth, you can build the kind of unshakable confidence that will help you face any challenge life throws your way. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more content on personal growth and finding your purpose. And if you want to support the channel and help me create more videos like this, consider becoming a sponsor. You will find the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments.